Good morning, students. Once again, welcome back with another interesting and vital problem based on the concept of arithmetic progression of your class 10 mathematics, and which is an important and vital problem for your CBSE board exam. Okay, and also an important assignment has been given to you at the end of the class, and also you will try for the assignment. Okay, yes. So look at the problem here. If m times of nth term of an AP is equal to n times of nth term, so that the m plus nth term of the AP is 0. Okay, look at the solution here. And now for let a and d as the first term and common difference of the AP, right? So n term of AP already know, a n is equal to a plus n minus 1 in d. Okay. Similarly, n term is equal to am is equal to a plus m minus 1 into d. Now according to the question, it is given that m times of m term is equal to n times of n term. So m whole into a plus m minus 1 into d is equal to n whole into a plus n minus 1 into d. So we will multiply here, m is multiplied with a, m a plus m whole into m minus 1 into d is equal to n is multiplied with a, so a n plus n whole into n minus 1 into d. Okay. Now you see a m, this plus a n in the right hand side will be transposed to the left hand side. It will be minus a n. Plus a n will be minus a n. So a m minus a n plus m whole into m minus 1 into d. Again you see this, in the right side n whole into n minus 1 d is transposed to the left hand side. So it will be minus n whole into n minus 1 into d. So plus n whole into n minus 1 d. Okay, after transposition to the left hand side, it will be minus n whole into n minus 1 into d. Thus we get a m minus a n plus m whole into m minus 1 into d minus n whole into n minus 1 into d is equal to 0. Understand? Yes. You see here a m minus a n. Here we have to take the common. Here a is the common factor, so a whole into m minus 1, a whole into m minus n plus. You see m whole into m minus 1 into d minus n whole into n minus 1 d. Here d is a common factor, so we have to take the d as a common factor. So after taking d as a common factor, we will get m whole into m minus 1 minus n whole into n minus 1 whole into d is equal to 0. Understand? Yes. So a whole into m minus 1, m minus n plus m whole into m minus 1 minus n whole into n minus 1 whole into d is equal to 0. Right? Understand? So you see here. So once again, see a whole into m minus n plus you multiply m, multiplied m is m square minus m minus n whole into n minus 1. Again we have to multiply, minus n into plus n is minus n square, and minus n is multiplied with minus 1, which is plus n whole into d is equal to 0. Thus a whole into m minus n plus m minus m minus n square plus n whole into d is equal to 0. Right? So a whole into m minus n plus m square minus n square. You have to arrange here, m square minus n square minus m plus n whole into d is equal to 0. So again you see a whole into m minus n plus, you see m square minus n square. Here you have to use the formula m plus n whole into m minus n minus, here you take the minus m plus n, you take the minus sign. Okay, from after taking minus sign, here minus m will be plus m and plus n will minus n. Okay, whole into d. Right? Understand? When all of you know, when you are taking minus sign and their sign will change. Okay, so here minus m will be plus m, plus n will be minus n. Right? So a whole into m minus n plus m plus n whole into m minus n minus of m minus n whole into d is equal to 0. Right? Understand? Okay. So see here, again you see m minus n, again m minus n is taken as common. Look at here in the previous statement. Here you see, here is m minus n, here is m minus n, we can take as common factor. After taking common factor, it will be m minus n whole into m plus n minus 1 whole into d. Right? Understand? Okay. See here, so a whole into m minus n plus m minus n whole into m plus n minus 1 whole into d is equal to 0. Right? Okay. Then again m minus n we have to take the common. After taking common m minus n, So m minus n whole into a plus m plus n minus 1 whole into d is equal to 0. Okay, understand? Again this m minus n will be transferred to the right hand side. It will be 0 divided by m minus n. So after transposition, it will be the resulting expression will be a plus m plus n minus 1 into d, which is 0 by m minus n, which is 0, right? Thus a plus m plus n minus 1 whole into d is equal to 0. And here you get, okay, so a nth term, m plus n term of the AP is 0, because you see clearly the m plus n term is a m plus n is equal to a plus m plus n minus 1 into d according to the general formula of the arithmetic progression. Thus we prove that m plus nth term of the AP is also 0. Okay, understood? This is one of the interesting vital questions. Mostly you will find in your CBSE board exam. Okay, I hope, and it will help you and guide you in solving your doubts. And you look at the assignment. Here is an assignment for you. Okay, and look at the assignment and try for the assignment. Okay, right? Okay, I hope, and you will follow the class. Yes, thank you for interest and eagerness towards the class.